Yeah, my name is Maughn Gregory, and I'm a professor of educational foundations at Montclair State University, which is in New Jersey. And I direct the Institute for the Advancement of Philosophy for Children there. I think it's very important because I don't see teaching children philosophy as bringing some ancient discipline and giving it to them and hoping they'll enjoy it. No, I think philosophy is about exploring philosophical dimensions of our ordinary experience. And I think children already have philosophical experience. So, for example, one of the branches of philosophy is ethics, right and wrong. And even very young children already have experiences about what's right and what's wrong. And they feel guilty, they feel ashamed, or they feel happy when they help someone. Another branch is aesthetics, which is beauty. And even infants, you can see infants taking delight in beautiful things, and they're repulsed by ugly things, or they find things not nice. And so children already have philosophical experience, but they don't often have the opportunity to think about it and to ask themselves what it means and to explore it. So the only thing we're bringing to the children is maybe some tools for thinking about these parts of their own experience. And when they think about these kinds of experience, they can actually make interventions in their own life. They can change their lives to make their experiences more beautiful, more just, more fair, more reasonable.
Right.
Oh yes, very much.
Really?
Yeah, they got the idea right away. Yeah, they took to it very naturally. And I think I asked them the very first day, how many of you had experience with philosophy before, and none of them had. Both very good.
Really?
I mean, of course there was a range of ability especially I noticed in the English. Some kids, I think some of them had maybe lived abroad in an English-speaking country before, and others had only studied it. But they all understood very well, and their critical thinking was amazing. They thought of new ideas, and they made new distinctions that I've never thought of before. And also the adult teaching assistants who were with me in the class, every day they said that the children had taught them some new things.
Wow.
It was really amazing. It's great.
My name's Jen Glasser. I'm from Israel. I'm a member of faculty at the Mandel Leadership Institute, which is an institute for social and educational leadership in Israel. So in the philosophy camp, I had 5th grade students. It was actually a wonderful experience for me, and something that I was really looking forward to. I think it's a fabulous idea to put a group of children together alongside the World Congress. And what I decided to do was to use similar materials that I use in Israel, and that I've used before that in Australia. So I used materials from the story Pixie, and we organised 4 themes. I organised into 4 themes. The first was about who am I, identity, because it was my way of also getting to know the children and them to know me, and explored really about our relationships to our names on one hand and our bodies. Right? The second day we continued that in terms of stories. What does it mean to tell a story? Do stories come first, or the experiences that stories are based on? And what's the relationship between experience and storytelling and the construction of stories? Stories that come from life and imaginative stories. The third day we continued the theme of stories, really. And the 4th time we looked at how we live, right, which is the ultimate question of philosophy. The children were fantastic.
Yeah.
Their ideas were really rich. And they really brought their experience to the inquiry, which was really lovely.
Wow.
For 5th grade students, I was surprised at how much English they had. And even when they were shy to use it, when you spoke to them on the side, they would be much more happy to speak in English, much happier to speak in English. So I found that very good. And their reasoning ability was actually, I thought, excellent. That I gave them some writing tasks at times, and they really gave examples and gave their reasons and could follow the logic of the argument when I explained it to them also in the sessions.